Hello, I'm Sean Lean. I'm the President of the Legislative Council in the Victorian Parliament, and I'm here to give an update of this week's sitting. This week, both chambers, the Legislative Council and the Legislative Assembly, started the week suspending the sessional orders first thing on Tuesday, so all members could agree that the conflict that's going on in the Middle East is a grave concern, not only obviously for the people of the Middle East, but also people in Victoria that have very strong links to all the people that are affected by this great tragedy which is continuing to unfold. As far as legislation this week, there was 3 pieces of legislation that passed the Legislative Council. The Summary Offences Amendment Nazi Salute Prohibition Bill 2023, which amends the Act to make public display or performance of a Nazi salute and other gestures used by the Nazi Party an offence. There was the Education and Training Reform Amendment Land Powers Bill, which amends the Act to make further provision for acquisition and use to develop of land to support the expansion of the Best Start Life early childhood reforms, and to boil that down, more childcare and kindergartens in the community. 000 Victoria Bill, which is a bill for an act to establish a 000 Victoria, which is just a new body that will perform the role that previous body used to fulfil. The Education and Summary Offences Bills passed without amendment. The 000 Victoria Bill passed, but there was actually government amendments, so those amendments will go back to the Legislative Assembly for agreement next sitting week. Around the building there was a number of events, as I always say, but one very important event, given its Pregnancy and Infant Loss Awareness Month, the Pink Elephant Support Network that provides specialist resources to around 5,000 individuals each month and actively support about 8,000 women, had an event, a morning tea in the Parliament to raise awareness, and a lot of MPs and their staff attended this important event to get more educated on this issue and what this great organisation does. The Victorian Parliament has a past MPs Association, and they actually do some really good work, produce some university papers that actually have been embraced in parliaments right across the world. So they do some great work, but they also love getting together and just catching up. And one of the things they did this week is they had an event on the Parliament's lawn bowls green, the oldest lawns bowls green in Victoria. So if you ever get a chance to get a tour of the gardens, which happens, you can do, you can see the lawn bowls green. And there was some other issues debated in the Legislative Council this week that outside of being government legislation, there was debate on companion animal abuse. There was requests for people to appear in front of upper house committees. There was also motions around amending the standing orders around how call for documents motions may be addressed. Next sitting week, there's 3 bills to be debated that came across from the Assembly this week: the Gambling Legislation Amendment Bill 2023, Special Investigator Repeal Bill 2023, State Taxation Acts and Other Acts Amendment Bill 2023. So I'll give you an update how those bills travelled through this chamber. Next time I'll give you an update, and I'll update you on other activities of the next sitting week then.